our Navy and our fleet as ready as possible and as effective as possible in doing the missions that our country requires overseas. I'm going to keep my questions short given the fact that we have a vote coming up, and I will submit additional questions in writing. But first question for Admiral Cullom. Thank you for being here today. I want to note that in January of this year, the Navy announced its intention to home port a nuclear carrier in Mayport, Florida. Given the fact that Mayport has to date never home ported a nuclear carrier, the fact that we have seen numbers, a $4.6 billion shortfall in 2009 budget priorities, including $417 million in ship maintenance and also $800 million in unfunded modernization and restoration at the four existing nuclear-capable shipyards. My question for you is the infrastructure that would require what we estimate to be approaching $1 billion of MILCON investment at Mayport to put in place the same as that which is already available in Norfolk?
The Chief of Naval Operations and the Secretary of Defense have been talking about this issue, and it's under discussion and deliberation right now as to whether or not what is the best decision. And no decision has really been made at this point yet as to whether it should be done or not.
Okay, so if I understand your answer correctly, this issue is still under review and no final decision has been put forth?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay, well, let me just comment. It seems to me that if the facilities in Mayport would be equivalent to the ones in Norfolk, we're talking about some duplicative spending at a time when we're facing some serious budgetary shortfalls currently in terms of keeping our ships ready so they can do their missions overseas. One other question, I just wanted to follow up something that my colleague Mr. Forbes said, a question for Mr. Camp, for Admiral Campbell. I would be also very interested in seeing the results of your mid-year review, and I know you've said today you're still in the process of doing that review, and so you don't have the numbers available today. Would appreciate it if it's possible to follow up in writing to us and let us know what those numbers are if they're available. Also, how much you plan to request in terms of supplemental funding for the ship maintenance deficit. To be quite frank with you, along with I know a number of my colleagues would be very happy to see a specific plan on how we're going to get to meet that shortfall. And again, recognizing you're still under review right now, would appreciate if you could give us as much in terms of in a written response details of the plan for meeting that maintenance shortfall as possible. I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We'll provide that to you. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. There's members who have other commitments